My name is Joe. These are just opinions. I am Joepinionated. Welcome again in the 25 best. Today it's the 25 best songs. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. And Tom Petty. These are just opinions. Be sure to check out my top 10 albums from Tom Petty here on the channel, Joepinionated, at My Friend Joe, YouTube Music, YouTube. Get YouTube Premium. It's the only way to go. Number 25 on the 25 best Tom Petty songs from 1981, going with The Waiting. That comes off of Hard Promises. 24. Let's just move through some here quick. The Waiting did get a lot of radio play here in where I live on Vancouver Island, but never really got sick of it. Still a great track. Number 24, Don't Come Around Here No More from 1991. Don't Come Around Here No More. That's 1985 from Southern Accents. That one was produced by Tom Petty. Number 23, going with It's Good to Be King. That comes off of Wildflowers from 1994. Such a beautifully well-produced album. Such a warm tone to that whole record, Wildflowers. It's Good to Be King, one of the early singles, I'm pretty sure, off the album. Definitely got a lot of play around here. Always happy to hear it. Number 22, Running Down a Dream from 1989. That's with Jeff Lynne on Full Moon Fever, Running Down a Dream. You know, that guitar lick. It's like one of the first things I tried to play learning guitar as a kid. Number 21, Mary Jane's Last Dance. That's from 1993. It was recorded with Rick Rubin. The Wildflower Sessions came out with the greatest hits compilation in 1993 from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Number 20 from Wildflowers, I'm going with Honeybee. Give me some sugar, little honey, natural bee. Wildflowers. I remember hearing him in Soundcheck playing this song. Very cool. Number 19, Saving Grace. That's from 2006. That's Highway Companion. Another album I was late to the party on. I got the box set for Tom Petty and got into all the albums after Wildflowers. So I wasn't really keen to them at the time, and I bought the box set strictly for Wildflowers. Number 18, Love is a Long Road. And that comes off of Full Moon Fever. I'm a huge Full Moon Fever fan. Core memories, core album for me. Like top 10 core albums growing up as a kid for me was Full Moon Fever. Number 17, Free Fallin', once again from Full Moon Fever, from Jeff Lynne and Tom Petty. You know, all-timer. And Tom Petty's got a bunch of all-timers because he's one of the all-time greatest American artists, and the Heartbreakers, one of the all-time greatest American groups. Another all-timer to the list. Some people, think it's way overplayed, and I get that. I gotta have respect for a song that I at one point thought was the greatest song on planet Earth when I was first hearing it as a kid. Also, Free Falling, used in a sample for Teenage Fan Club and De La Soul's song Falling, or maybe it's called Falling, on the Judgment Night soundtrack. Love that song. That's how the movie opens up too. Number 16, I'm going with Change the Locks. That comes off the She's the One soundtrack from 1996, also produced by Rick Rubin. Also a discovery to me when I got the box set with the later albums. Love the soundtrack to She's the One. I've never seen the movie. I don't even really care to. I just love that soundtrack. Is the movie good? Put it in the comments below. Let me know if you've actually watched the movie She's the One. I don't know. Yeah, I never even thought to watch it. Maybe it's really cool. Maybe that's why they're involved. Number 15 from Wildflowers, Only a Broken Heart. Really pretty. A lot of acoustic guitars on Wildflowers. This is one of those ones. Just very pretty. The tone on his voice, it's that deep tone, but so warm and kind of innocent. I wish I had Tom Petty's voice. Number 14, Mind with a Heart of Its Own. Another Jeff Lynne, Tom Petty thing from Full Moon Fever. It's fun. Pull out the acoustic guitar, campfire song. Number 13, Learning to Fly from 1991. I think Into the Great Wide Open. Pretty sure that's produced once again by Jeff Lynne. The band's great, but it's the singing on that album, again, from Tom, that I really love. Fly. Number 12, going with Don't Fade on Me from Wildflowers again. It's a guy's name. Chris Stapleton do a really cool cover of it, and a tribute to Tom Petty. When Tom Petty passed, there was a tribute, and I can't find it online. Maybe it'll be available on Wax sometime. Look for that. But Don't Fade on Me from 1994. Number 18, from Highway Companion again, I'm going with Ankle Deep. And yes, a lot of the older songs are played out for me. So, if you grew up with Tom Petty in the 70s and early 80s, I understand your list might be 1,000% different than mine, but I didn't. I grew up with Tom Petty starting around Full Moon Fever and then kind of reaching back a bit. But the radio stuff, when I worked construction for over a decade, and the radio stuff is dead to me. Like, I can't do it anymore. And that's what hurts a lot of the rating, a lot of these songs. Number 10, I'm going with the Apartment Song from Full Moon Fever. I used to live in a 2-room apartment, neighbors knocking on my wall. Number 9 comes from Into the Great Wide Open. It's the title track, Into the Great Wide Open. I don't know why I didn't, 1991, I was certainly into music and listening to music, and this song never did anything for me back then. At some point, I picked it up as a favorite because I love it these days. One of my very favorites. Number 8, the last song he ever performed, American Girl, the last song on their debut Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers album from 1976. Last song I saw him play live at the Gorge down in Washington State in 2008. Very hot, the Gorge, very hot. Yeah, great show, awesome stuff, good times. Number 7, Walls from 1996. That's She's the One soundtrack. Some days are diamonds, some days are rocks. The lyrics to me in that song are so powerful. Love the slick production on these Rick Rubin albums. I really do, especially with Tom Petty. That's an incredible combination for me. Number 6, I'm going with the title track from 1994's Wildflowers. She belongs to one of the Wildflowers. Intrinsic layers on that album as well. There's some different personnel involved behind the scenes making that album amazing, and they deserve props. And the songs are just just oozing out of Tom Petty in that environment. And it's the whole point. So anyways, Wildflowers from 1994, number 5 on the 25 best Tom Petty songs. Going with You're So Bad off of Full Moon Fever. Best thing I ever had. Another core memory song. Maybe the most, it was certainly my favorite song on the album when I was a kid, was You're So Bad. Still love it. Fun to sing along to. 4, Room at the Top from 1999. That's Echo. Their last great song, in my opinion, was Room at the Top. The last one that I was just really kind of blew me away. Is like, wow, okay. And I really like the album Echo. Number 3, I'm going with It's Time to Move On from Wildflowers. Time to move on, time to get going. What lies ahead, I have no way of knowing. But under my feet, baby, grass is growing. It's time to move on. It's time to get going. Early favorite of mine on Wildflowers for sure. Number 2, I'm going with I Won't Back Down. This one has George Harrison on it. Tom Petty, Jeff Lynne. Great lyrics. Room at the Top kind of has a similar theme. Petty was just so good at making these types of these sort of protest, what rock and roll is really kind of all about songs, and sticking it to the man. And Back Down is one of the better attempts at that in rock and roll history. I think I love hearing Pearl Jam's covers of it at the Gorge in Washington on that album collection, and also Johnny Cash did a cool version of it. Won't Back Down. And the number 1 song from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, I'm going with You Don't Know How It Feels off of Wildflowers. Basic choice, possibly, but I can't think of a song like this. Mike, even every time, this makes me think of the music video for that. Core memories, just seeing that music video playing, then getting that CD and playing it to death. And I couldn't play it when my mom was home. She wouldn't go for that. We finally talked her into Full Moon Fever, but she was not going to bite on Wildflowers. No way. Not with talking about getting to the point and rolling another joint. So anyways, You Don't Know How It Feels from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I got it as Tom Petty, and there were some Heartbreakers on that one too. Anyways, the whole spirit of it. Number 1 song, I'm giving it to You Don't Know How It Feels. And yeah, mad respect. Rest in peace, Tom Petty. Mad respect for the Heartbreakers. And yeah, check out my channel. Got lots of other Tom Petty episodes on this channel and other bands that you might know of and like. Remember to live and let live, be normal. And I'm sorry I'm a little low on facts, high on opinions. Much respect to Tom Petty. We out.